You stuck with a motherfucking problem. Y'all niggas in trouble now. You saw 8 Mile 7 about to bubble now. God damn, real talk, I'm the man. Cause I play my work and I work my plans. And I got a lot of niggas calling me cocky. But so what? None of y'all niggas can stop me. Oh shit, call me the late bloomer. They say I shoulda did you niggas wait. What up, y'all? Welcome back to Don't Do That.
Don't do that.
On Wicked Wednesday, y'all.
Wicked Wednesday.
Yes. So we've got a couple of things, of course, that we're going to talk to y'all about. I mean, again, I hope, as always, that it sometimes connects to you. I don't care whether or not it's somebody else's thought, my thought, 16's thought. If it connects with you, I really genuinely hope that it follows you and it helps you, you know, whenever it comes to different scenarios of knowing what not to do. Don't do that, obviously. Or what to expect of yourself when it comes to how other people do you. Like, you're like, man, don't do that. You know, are you serious? Like, this kind of brings back something that I may have heard one time about somebody talking about. They kind of touched base with me, and I'm not going to let you don't do that. So, without further ado, y'all, we're going to bring 16 right on. Because, of course, we value your time. We don't want to make it too long for y'all. So let's go ahead and get 16 out here. I personally want to say shout out to D Grizzle for this beat right here. If it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have had this. Thank you, as always.
That is from Getting Shit Off My Mind, Volume 2. And that is produced by
D Grizzle.
D Grizzle. And welcome back to another episode of Don't Do That. This is Wicked Wednesday. And I only have two. I only have two. Now, we're going to do ladies first, though, this time.
Okay.
We'll do ladies first.
Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shameless plug. Behind us is the video for Speed Trap. 16 Icon.
Man, them kids. You look at these kids now. You look at these kids
16
now.
Icon.
Oh.
As Struck Ease. Shout out to the homie Struck Ease. Shout out to the homie Roll for Show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even shout out to everybody who even a lot of
Shout out to the kids.
Bro,
Shout
like,
out to the kids. Man.
What up, Destro?
Oh, shout out to Destro too, right there.
And Mad Dog was there.
And Mad Dog, for sure.
Look at them kids. That was, man.
For sure. Alright, but yeah,
Ooh,
so.
an episode Epic Fridays is coming up on the screen next, y'all.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Alright, so back to the thing at hand, y'all. Getting off track here. Alright, so, one of them, you know, a few of them that I kind of picked out kind of was, you know, kind of hit me personally from other people, because again, not only do I want y'all to connect with us, I want to be able to connect with you, because we all learn with each other, especially from experiences. Alright, now again, you know, I hope to be able to even reach out to even some of the younger generation, because some of y'all, believe it or not, don't think we ain't proud of. We see you out there. Alright, we got some good kids out there.
We got some clowns
we
too.
We got some clowns, because
they're clowns.
Most of the time, not all the times, their parents that brought up the clowns. But still, shout out. You know, we appreciate y'all. But one of the things is, it says, stop using the fact that you are family to try and rekindle what you messed up. Sometimes, now, what they said here, it was kind of funny how they expressed it, because again, you know, sometimes these apologies and these excuses kind of get ran out like a $2 hooker on Michigan Avenue on the weekend.
Facts.
Man, now again, I can't say for a lot of other people on how they feel when it comes to stuff. I personally, I don't hold hate I don't care how bad you've done me.
Yeah, that's bad. That's
I don't hate you because I
unhealthy.
can't allow myself to hate you. Now, as far as not liking you, disliking you, not messing with you, not talking to you, not even acknowledging you exist in front of me, ask my mother. I will do that. Oh, I will. I actually did it earlier. Because instead, I don't know, maybe it was me being petty and whatnot after hearing some of the stuff that my cousins have said. But yeah, I did. I went right on up there, got my milk, skipped that one cutie, and went right on to the other one I did, and made sure she had straight eye contact with me. Yes, I did. I did do that. But still, apologies get you nowhere if you continue.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't expect people to continue to forgive you that are related. All the, whenever it keeps happening again and again and again.
If you keep doing the same stuff to somebody,
it becomes insane. Because it's like you expect them to do something different.
If you're not going to change, then I'm just going to just leave you alone. I'm not going to have you anywhere in my circumference. I don't even want you in my area if you're not going to change. If you're going to keep doing the same thing and continue to abuse me, hurt me, dog me, whatever it is that's making me feel uncomfortable, that's making me feel bad, I'm just going to delete you from the program.
Right.
It's pretty simple. It's pretty simple. You got to, Control, Alt, Delete.
Exactly. So just stop expecting people to continue to forgive you over and over again. And the reason why I can say this from my own personal stuff is growing up, okay, yeah, I had a stepmom, I had a dad, whatever, da-da-da-da-da-da. That's another story and another situation. But the point is, my stepmom was still there more than my own mother was. Okay, now this was by my mom's choice because I don't care. You're not going to know. You know the story, you know the story. Especially if your child tried to reach you for 2 whole years out of their life, of the prime life in which a teenage girl or a child, almost a preteen, almost teenage girl needs you. But no response, you were in a whole nother state living your life. And then you come back, you apologize, so on and so forth. You get up, you do it again, back and forth, and now this is throughout my entire life. Don't expect me to continue to forgive you. Over and over, I don't care if you're family or not. That does not give you an excuse to treat people wrong. Period. Stop allowing people in your life like that.
Many a time.
Just because they're not family. Just because they're family don't mean anything. People that are outside of your own family treat you better than your own. Don't allow that sickness into your life. Kick it out. Period. Stop apologizing.
My boy Frank Castle said it best. He said the people that can hurt you, the reason they can hurt you is because they're close enough to do it.
Yeah. That's why I keep a lot of people at arm's length.
I've said that many a time, family can do you worse than strangers because they literally are close enough to do it. You have to be, you can't choose your family, and sometimes family can do you dirtier than strangers, so you have to just really stay on alert, keep your head on a swivel, because, man.
Slice and dice, them cuts are deep. All right.
Now, mine right here, it quotes, this one's deep. It quotes an Outkast song. And a lot of people that know Outkast might know this song. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. You need to get up, get out, and get something. Don't spend all your days trying to get high.
That speaks volumes in its own.
Pause on just that.
Even
the weed won't even light after that. The weed won't even light because that's how deep it was. There are people out here.
Well, here, let me relight it for you.
Here.
Lord,
There are people out here.
explain yourself.
Hey, I smoke and I drink. Okay? But for all of the people out there who are watching this show, let this be an educational moment for you. The reason that I am able to do what I want to do as an adult is because I pay the cost to be the boss. I go to a job every day and work 9-hour shifts 5 days a week in order to have them duckies in a row. If you go to a job and get all your duckies in a row, then you can do what you want to do.
You're allowed to treat yourself.
You're allowed to treat yourself. It's all about treat yourself, don't cheat yourself, because you're the one that earns the money.
Right.
But there are people out here, I knew some have grown out of this. I've known some people who that's all they do is chill, and they run up and down the street all day playing like Smokey. And when you get a certain age,
you gotta hang that shit up.
You gotta hang that shit up. It's time to get busy. It's time to get your money together. It's time to get your shit in order. For real. Don't be out here running up and down the street playing, Smokey.
Right.
Don't be doing that.
Don't get fired on your day off.
Don't do that. You out here messing. You digging yourself deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into a hole because you have no work history. And now what? You a grown, way past grown ass man.
Right.
Way past grown ass female woman. And you still don't have your stuff. You still don't have your stuff together.
Like, there's a good example of somebody actually that we both know that will sit there and constantly smoking. What y'all doing? Smoking. What? But you ain't got a pot to piss in, let alone a window to throw it out of.
You got to get it together.
What is Dave Chappelle's?
Got to get it together.
Dave Chappelle's crackhead.
Oh man.
And then you remember him homeless. Only thing he had in the poo in was a pickle jar.
Oh man.
That's what you are.
I can't remember for the life of me.
And then on top
Tyrone Biggums.
Oh yeah, Tyrone
Biggums.
That's what people like that remind me of.
Man,
Tyrone Biggums.
I have known some cats like that. I have known some
them
females
still
like
to
that.
this day.
And some of them have cleaned up their act. And they are no longer on the level of Tyrone Biggums. They doing their shit. And some of them are still on the level of Tyrone Biggums. Or Felicia.
Basically, that's what it is. There we go,
yep.
Felicia. And they're both off of
Friday.
Smokey and Felicia.
Smokey and Felicia.
Be gone.
Just
be gone. And keep them people out of your lives too.
Man.
Because they're nothing but trouble.
They're just gonna drag you down. If they don't if they're not trying to get themselves together, they don't care nothing about their future by this time.
Because sadly, you are guilty by association when it comes to folks like that. No matter how good you are, and you keep having people like that around you, they still will destroy your reputation.
My God.
It will destroy your reputation and increase the leeches.
Like Nightcrawler says, mein Gott.
Mein Gott.
Mein Gott.
Okay, all right.
Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, all right. So let's see your next one. My Lord. Okay. All right. So this brings me back to the thing we were talking about earlier, and you had actually talked about it, and it's something that's on, about the Breakfast Club. Shout out to Charlamagne, because you 100% right on key with what you should have did. Asking old girl again. I don't be keeping up with names, but y'all know the business. Oh, the little old singer that did the little water song that's now a big old hit. Whatever.
Oh,
so
talk about Tyler.
Says, stop thinking all questions are bad in interviews.
Wow.
Being able to answer the hard questions will get you to be able to connect with a personal level with people. That is what... Ask me. I'll tell you. I will.
That was a whole thing.
Because that whole thing...
That was a whole thing. So,
now from here, you relax it. Okay, that shit went silent again.
Thing. So look, yeah.
Now mind you,
we
from my understanding...
The weed will let you know if this is a topic that is like, man, we need to put the weed out to talk about that.
Now mind you, Okay. I didn't, and I didn't know this. Whenever he brought it up to the fact where the young lady is from, and she's mixed. Okay, you're mixed with a bunch of stuff,
which
okay.
is informative.
Which is okay, very informative because people like to know who you are. I mean, that involves anything that you have. Your blood. Where did you come from? But anyways, the point is you're mixed. Okay, over in Africa, it's considered colored.
Yeah,
over
they call it.
Considered.
We call it mixed.
Okay,
over
so
there,
whenever
they call it colored.
You have these people or whatever, telling people, asking pretty much. You can't tell them what they can and cannot ask these people. And that was
over here, when you call somebody colored, it's a problem. You know that, right? We all know that.
Exactly.
Because that comes from way back in slavery times. When they would say, you're a colored girl or you're a colored man.
But anyways, the point is, whenever Charlamagne asked about, about where she came from, and it came to exactly, what was the wording exactly?
Well, she had worded, I believe, in an interview, she had worded that she was a colored queen or something like that to that effect. It was something that she had mentioned either in a written interview or an interview where she was just, they was interviewing her live. And the way she worded it, a lot of people wanted to know what she meant by that. Because as I said, over here,
it's different.
When you say colored, the connotation, the way someone's going to take it is the old school slavery, slave master type shit.
Right, but over there,
so he went to ask her. He went to ask her what, I guess it were 6 questions that Charlamagne wasn't supposed to ask. He wasn't supposed to ask.
It was so ridiculous.
He wasn't supposed to make any comparisons to any other artists, say Rihanna, because her and Rihanna's stories are kind of similar, and the whole vibe and whatnot. He wasn't supposed to make any comparisons to her. Wasn't supposed to talk about Kai Cenat because she was on Kai Cenat's podcast, and he asked her out on a date, and she shut him down. Was like, we're friends, and it was this big thing where Kevin Hart came on the podcast and roasted him for asking her out on the podcast, and it was hilarious. I watched it, and so as a reporter, Charlamagne told them that the 6 questions that they were asking him not to ask, he was going to ask anyway.
Stupid. Now, there was one of them that he wasn't going to ask her about, and it was something about a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Or something like, he was like, okay, I wasn't going to ask her about that anyways. That I remember hearing. But the point is,
as a journalist, he
has to ask these questions because the viewers on his site, the bigger word is his.
People, the people that look,
they want to know.
Look to him for these answers. They know that he's the journalist that's going to go out there and get those answers. They look to him for that.
That he asked, whatever, came to the terminology of what, the difference and why it called, whatever, because
look
over there.
Look it up on YouTube.
It was the stupidest thing to get mad at.
So dumb. So he asked her.
Interviewer, can we not?
He asked her the question,
girl.
What does she mean about the colored or whatever. And Tyler breaks, and she does this, she's sitting there and she goes, to her assistant or whatever, or the press agent or whoever that's in control of those type of questions. And Charlamagne was just waiting for the response, where she looked over to the press agent. The press agent was like, can we not? Can we not?
Oh, Valley Girl, like, what are you? Like,
it was hilarious.
So
look, if she would have just so then later, I don't know how many hours later, she comes and she gets on Instagram or she gets on Twitter or X or whatever it's called now, and she responds to the question. Where it would have been better for her to just respond to the question if her people had her respond or had her prepared for those questions, actually do their homework and prepare a statement, which is their job, then none of this would happen. Right. None of this would even be news. We wouldn't even be talking about it.
Exactly.
But for her to come hours later after they prepared the statement that they should have prepared for the interview, Then she
literally
comes
was
in.
the statement that she could have said to
Then
Charlamagne.
she comes in
like,
and she gives clarification that colored is mixed over there and over here.
Which is literally the response that you could have literally, like, there was nothing wrong with the question that he asked.
You would have just said that
because
in the
that
initial
again,
interview.
like Charlamagne said, you get to connect with your audience to be able to know who you are.
Right.
That's why you have people like Cardi B that's so big.
Yeah.
Because again, she's giving you her story.
Yeah.
That is who she is. That's why she can connect with so many people on a level, because that is where, that's just how you connect with your people. Period.
It was
simple.
Stupid. It was stupid.
Yes, now go ahead.
It was stupid.
Go ahead. I believe we have time for one more. Yep, one more.
Time for one more. All right.
One more.
Let me see. All right.
Do the small closer.
Small closer.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well,
Okay.
Says, oh, and just side note real quick on this. We have been being really good on watching our language here on 16 TV with Don't Do That. And so we know that the haters are watching, because I've watched multiple shows like this, multiple YouTubers, and their language is potty mouth way worse than ours. I actually saw an interview with Charlamagne talking about what we just talked about, and it was hilarious.
It was
how uncensored he was. So, in that light,
right,
I just want to say that this one says, quit pussyfooting on shit you know needs more immediate attention. Quit running up and down the street playing Smokey. That goes back to the other one, which is, don't be out here broke, not doing nothing, and not have nothing.
Right, let's emphasize on broke. Broke means that you don't have nothing. Now, if you have a house, bills are paid, all that stuff, and you really don't, and you don't got shit to be able to do with it, whatever.
That's not broke.
That's not broke.
That's American.
My God.
That's not broke. That's American.
Welcome to America. You got all your bills paid and you're broke.
And all your bills are paid, but you only have $20 or $30, maybe $50 in your pocket to get you to the next check. Welcome to America. Hey.
But if you ain't got none of that, you broke. You broke.
Got none of that.
You're a couch hopper. You will rent a space.
You don't have that couch
potato
or that window to throw it out.
Floorboard. Window topper. Bobblehead on the card. Come on. You don't have shit. Sorry.
So don't do that.
Please don't.
Don't do that.
Stop.
Really? Woo! All right. Thank you for watching. We value your time. We appreciate you watching.
Leave you out of here.
And we will appreciate also if you would hit that like button, hit the subscribe button,
and hit that share button,
and make sure that you hit that little bell so that you get all alerts every time we drop a new video.
Yes,
you will be alerted.
Yes.
We need everybody to hit that little bell. When you hit the bell and it says all alerts and it has the little parentheses around it like it's ringing.
Ding, 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 ding,
ding, ding, ding, ding, ding. That's what we want.
You have a notification.
You have a notification.
All right, guys.
That's what we want.
So we will see y'all later.
In the next one.
Epic Fridays.
Epic Fridays.
Here. Let me censor it for you.
Oh, yeah. Censor it.
Epic Fridays. Oh, you slipping, bro.
I'm doing the Star-Lord. See you next time. Peace.